Mantis is portrayed way better in the game Guardians of the Galaxy than James Gunn's film, and people are all praises for it. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. The film highly undermines this character and fails to give her the depth and design necessary to help the audience resonate with her. However, the game, on the other hand, does a great job of building her from the ground up and doing justice to her skills and other attributes. There is one thing that the MCU film Guardians of the Galaxy fails to finesse that the game manages to capture with precision. The characterization of the popular comic book character Mantis is an integral part of the MCU universe and is featured in the Guardians of the Galaxy adventures along with other characters. In the game, she plays an active role in the storyline and adds depth to the narrative as opposed to her lack of impactful contributions in the movies. James Gunn might be one of the finest directors, but he failed to create a better version of Mantis. The game Guardians of the Galaxy came out in 2021 and surprised everyone with its great narrative structure. The game allows players to interact with Mantis directly and engage in conversations, which helps build a deeper connection with the character. The game failed to get the recognition it deserved at the time. However, it slowly found its niche audience and is currently slowly getting the attention it truly deserves. The game does a great job of exploring her emotional struggles and dilemmas, making her a character full of conflicts and internal struggles, which helps in showing her as a fully realized character as opposed to the one-dimensional mess she was in the movies. She fails to get fully explored in the films, and Gunn only focuses on making her appear socially awkward for comedic relief. She is not one of Gunn's best characters. Mantis' humor is treated with respect in the game, where she comes across as witty, which complements her mysticism and unpredictability. She appears more charming. Whereas, in the films, her humor often indicated her naivety and social awkwardness, which makes the character feel one-dimensional. Video games seem to be doing a great job at expanding the reach of the audiovisual medium in current times, and there's a high chance we might see more of such instances in the future where a game manages to take flawed pieces out of a film and make it better. What do you think about it? Let us know in the comments below. The Guardians of the Galaxy video game went under the radar when it was released in 2021, and not many people know about it. However, the MCU universe fans who managed to get their hands on it have always praised the game. Despite the success, the game was not free from development hell. Could James Gunn traumatize fans with another Animal Crisis scene in Superman after the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and Peacemaker? Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Now, the director is heading the next Superman film, and fans cannot wait for more information on it. However, there is a layer of concern about the project that does not relate to its quality. Although Gunn is known for making hilarious films, he has also gained a reputation for sneaking up on his viewers and leaving them emotionally wrecked. With this in mind, there is one direction that the director could take that would actually destroy fans of the Man of Steel story. James Gunn is a mastermind when it comes to filmmaking. Although he has a lot more on his plate as the co-CEO of DC Studios, there is no denying that he could change lives with a story. Fans have seen it time and time again, inside and outside of the DCU, with the Guardians of the Galaxy being the perfect example of the same. There is absolutely no denying that the humor in James Gunn's projects is unmatched. Be it a television series, a standalone film, or a movie series, the director is able to maintain a consistent level of comedy that constantly leaves his viewers crying out of laughter. However, in recent years, fans have found that tears of joy aren't the only ones he brings out of his viewers. This was first seen in John Cena's series, with Eagly getting hurt and scaring audiences about his well-being. It wasn't only the fact that fans were scared that he would die, but also the connection that Smith had with him, as well as the fear that he felt at the thought of losing him that broke hearts. His past two projects, the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and Peacemaker, have had somewhat of a pattern when it comes to their storylines. Both projects ended up leaving viewers crying because of an animal companion's pain. There is absolutely no denying that the humor in James Gunn's projects is unmatched. Be it a television series, a standalone film, or a movie series, the director is able to maintain a consistent level of comedy that constantly leaves his viewers crying out of laughter. However, in recent years, fans have found that tears of joy aren't the only ones he brings out of his viewers. It was announced by James Gunn himself that Krypto the Superdog would be making his entry into Superman Legacy. This, on its own, is a very significant moment for the character. Although he has not been seen in live action very frequently, the dog is a very important part of Clark Kent's story, being his furry friend in Crisis. However, it was the storyline with Rocket the Raccoon that left even the most stoic viewers weeping. Watching the backstory of one of the funniest characters in the film series and seeing the pain that he experienced was enough to change their perspective towards the character forever. Then, when it almost died, the audience was left holding their breaths until Rocket was okay. While most of them could be very upbeat and almost seem childish to some, Gunn could also repeat his history with animals in his movies. There could be a possibility that at some point in Krypto's story, audiences will have to witness him go through something extremely painful and potentially bounce back from it. Although it has been announced that he will be in the film, not much is known about the role he will play. With this in mind and the number of comic storylines that he has been a part of, there are many directions that the film can take. Ryan Reynolds took a hilarious jab at DC Studios in a new Christmas campaign video featuring Deadpool, Kidpool, and Wonder Woman. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Ryan Reynolds is back in his Deadpool costume again, but not to fight Wolverine or any of his rivals. He's dressed for the holiday season in a new heartwarming video. Despite his foul-mouthed expressions and ultra-violent tendencies, he's got a big heart, especially for sick children. The Canadian star expressed support for the Sick Kids Foundation and appeared together with Kidpool and the original Wonder Woman in an annual Christmas campaign to help kids in need. Of course, he meant this with good intentions, and when he admits they will need someone's help because they are too R-rated for the cause, Carter shows up in her most stunning superhero landing pose. As she asked them what they needed her to do, Deadpool and Kidpool both wanted the thing, the iconic Wonder Woman spin. Unfortunately, she ends up dressed in one of Reynolds' ugly sweaters. A frustrated Carter blurted out, "Who did this?" The new video proved Ryan Reynolds' comedic timing as Deadpool never goes out of style, and it was made even more hilarious with his interactions with Kidpool, Inez Reynolds, and Wonder Woman, Linda Carter. The anti-hero found himself driving Santa's sleigh to deliver gifts, and when his younger variant asks him what they should do next, he responds with, "Well, I thought we'd eliminate sick kids." Deadpool is quite known for his scathing remarks, and he's not afraid to call out and troll these big comic book empires. Now is the best opportunity for James Gunn to bring out the big guns and choose his own iconic DC character to respond to Wade Wilson's surprise dig at DC. Surely, it's going to create social media buzz, and this fake yet hilarious feud could even bring more attention to upcoming DC Universe projects. The Merc with a Mouth instantly took a friendly jab at DC Studios, dropping some references that fans could easily get. He said, "The DC lawyers, I knew it. It's probably the same guy that got Cavill and that other Batman." On a related note, Gunn revealed what Reynolds told him when he jokingly asked him to reprise his infamous role as the Green Lantern via the Happy Sad Confused podcast. "One of the first people I talked to after I got the job was Ryan Reynolds. I was like, 'You coming back?' He's like, 'Get the F out.'"